Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Listen, inside this video, I'm going to take you step by step on how to create the most optimized data-driven audience for your cold trafficking. Now this can be absolutely crucial and absolutely simple when it comes down to it. So, as you know, I'm a big advocate about content distribution. I think you should be as well. When we launch an ad to cold traffic, you always want to select the engagement feature within the business ads manager, because you want to engage people first of all, right? You want to build rapport, you want to build likability, you want to build trust. And over here you might write test, right? I'm just going to write test for my purposes. And over here, down here, this is where it gets interesting. So over here you have an audience, you have the ability to use saved audiences and the ability to create new custom audiences. And again, custom audiences is the most underrated, but yet most optimized form of advertising targeting that you can do for your business. So let's create an audience, right? So what I like to do when it comes to retargeting of the custom audiences, of course you could retarget people based on website traffic, right? So there are different ways to do it. One way to do it, right, is you want to keep in the mindset of who is the ideal customer and who has given you most value. So let's say, for example, if I select any page, right, I select my pixel, Oz Marketing, right, pixel is fired. Let's say I select all website visitors, but not only that, I want people who visited by specific web page length, right? So this depends. Do you have many customers right now? How many customers do you have? If you have at least 100 paying customers, you're able to do this. If you have at least 100 traffic page, a metric of 100, then you're able to do this. So you want to take your most optimized metric of people who've engaged with you, and then you want to use it with that. So let's say you just started and you don't have any sales, but you have a lot of traffic to your page. Well, one thing that you can do is over here you could do target people based on the visitor by time spent, and you could use the top, say, 5%, right? So you take the top 5% of all the individuals that came to your website and that stayed the longest there, so the top 5% of that entire group, right? And then you could select also specific web pages. So what I invite you to do is, let's say you have an online course, you want to literally put in the pages of the most viewed video course within the program, so that you could retarget people who are very like that audience, right? So let's keep in mind, let's say you have no sales yet, but you want to target people who are really okay, so let's click X here, right? Who really engage with your website, right? So they spent top 5% in the past 30 days. Again, you can put one up to 1 year. The point is, you want to put over here top 5% visitor view, right? Very important, very interesting, right? Now you want to create that audience. It's going to begin populating. It's probably not going to start right away. It's going to say it may take a few minutes up to finish matching your customers, and this is where it gets interesting. So over here, create an ad using the audience, but over here, find similar audience to what you've been able to do. So for example, if you're targeting mainly Canadian users, then you want to select Canada. You can also select the US. The case is, you want to create an audience based on 1%, right? So the top one, so Facebook literally is going to take from the bucket of the 100 people or so that visited your website at the top 5% percentile, they're going to take a whole bucket of audience and take the 1% that is the best audience similar to this one. So they're going to find you a whole new set of traffic that doesn't know you or may know you, but that is exactly like the audience that is mostly engaged with you. And again, as you know, Facebook, according to Facebook, after around 69 likes, I believe, I heard that, something around the 60 metric, they know more about you than you know about yourself. right? Just based on the fact that what you like, what you watch, they're able to show you ads that are contextual. So that's why Facebook's capabilities are insanely crazy when it comes down to it, because they're going to find audiences that are exactly like the person who visited your website most often. So there you could create the audience. That's what I invite you to do. I was going to create the lookalike audience. And now over here, what I invite you to do is exclude this. What I would even do, so you can target a new audience, is exclude, and then exclude top 5% video web visitor view. So do you see what we're trying to do? Do you understand the perspective? We're excluding the people who've visited our website most often, but we're including a bucket of people who know exactly, who are exactly like the people who come to our website most often. So you're targeting a cold audience, but that is exactly or absolutely similar to the top 5 visitor view, what do you call it? Profile. What's more is what I always invite you to do is exclude, for example, and this is another metric. I don't have a CSV file on me right now, but it would be interesting. Excuse my French. Custom audiences. Okay? Then what you could do, okay? You could target people based on engagement. That's what we do for retargeting and content distribution. You launch a video, whoever watches that video 50% of the way, you target them with another video, and you go on and on until you engage them at least 7 times, right? The point is, if you go over here to customer file, you could, if you do online marketing, or if you have a way to get a CSV file of all your customers, you could literally upload it over here. And then you can do a lookalike audience based on people who have purchased from you before. What I invite when it comes to excluding purposes is that I would upload a CSV file of every single customer who has opted in for chargebacks, or who has been the hardest one, who has added so many communications lines with you. The customers that you don't like, I would upload them to, depending on how much you have. If you have at least 100, I would do that. 50, you could do it. I mean, it's a little iffy, but sure, go for it. The point is, upload a customer profile list of the people you don't like and exclude them from the targeting, so that Facebook does not target people who are similar to the people who you don't like, right? You could also do that. Now, what I also invite you to do, if you don't even have traffic to your website, that's absolutely fine, because over here you can go to engagement, go to Facebook page or Instagram business profile, depending on where you're most active, and I would select people who engage with your page. More importantly, how about this? People who send a message to your page, right? People who send a message to your page, and let's say we select buy the map, for example, it's another page. Then I would put XXX. This is for my purposes, but you understand that these are people who send a message to your page the past 365 days, if there's many of them, or maybe you don't have any that many, so you could do people who liked on your page, people who commented on your page, and then you would create a custom audience that takes a bigger bucket of the audience that is absolutely similar to the people who like your page. So there's so many ways to retarget. The point is, you want to add that into your detailed targeting, and you don't even need to add in anything else here. Does this make sense? Hope it does. Listen, for accountability purposes, write down below what you've taken away from this episode and what you're going to do about it, right? Edit placements, just going to do this fancy. Always connected to Wi-Fi, right? Especially when you're targeting engagement videos, people are going to watch your videos if they're connected to Wi-Fi. I personally, for myself, don't watch videos on data. I don't like it. When I'm walking down, wherever downtown, I'm not going to try to be distracted. So I usually watch videos when I'm in an office space, I'm settled, I'm lying down, I'm doing something zen. Hope you enjoyed this video. Listen, let me know how you enjoyed it. If there's a topic you want me to cover, I'll make sure I cover it. I'll actually include your name, so it's absolutely personalized to yourself. And if you have any issues or struggling with anything, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to do a video on this.